This program is a premium program. This class you came for, we only just, for several considerations, decided not to charge, or rather not to fix a registration fee to it, because you should be paying for what you are going to learn. After several deliberations and considerations, we decided that for just this, for just this episode or season, we will not ask you to pay, because it has been observed that some people, not everybody, some people do not recognize the value of a training or something like this except the pay. And if you didn't know, some other kinds of programs that people go for that they pay a lot of money, even in dollars, are not as valuable as this one you have here, where you're going to learn so much and you're going to be taken by the hand and mentored into a new stage in your life. And I'm hoping that you came ready to write and to learn for action. All right. I hope you're going to write and capture every moment. Don't let anything go to waste. Because I guarantee you, we're going to have great results after this program. Even before the program is over, things are going to start happening. And you want to be in that stream of people who will benefit tremendously from this program. I think I want to wear my jacket. This place is not hot. Please let me go to my car and at the back seat, just bring my jacket. I guess I'll look more serious when I put it on. Victoria, what do you think? So I'm not serious right now, I'm joking. I caught her, and I really caught her there. So give your full attention and get everything now. As much as we are streaming, there is no guarantee that you will have access to the stream. Because sometimes some people will say, oh, it is being streamed. Even if I miss anything, I'll go and watch later. I can tell you that there's no guarantee that we will give free access. First of all, there is no promise to you that you will have access to this stream. How do I look, Victoria? I didn't hear you. I look serious. Or great? Both. Alright, I want the stream up now. Alright, so there's no promise to you that these programs will be available for you to watch again. Even though we are recording and streaming, there's no promise that you'll be able to watch it again for free. So, and it's always important when you go for, whether it's in church or you go for to a place where you are learning something, what you learn at that first instance will determine how far you go with that information. So catching it fast. Learn to catch information fast at the first opportunity. That's one of the signs of greatness, of great people. You catch information fast at the first opportunity. Not, for example, when you are in class, you've been through school. Those who catch it fast in class do better There's some people that say, I'll go and read it later. So in class, they are not paying attention, they are playing. Even, first of all, it's quite unlikely that they will go and read it later. First of all, the statistically, those kind of people are unlikely to go and read later. Because the same excuse that made them not to listen in class will keep showing up again and again when they want to read. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Because what happened? They were supposed to listen at that moment, but they put it off till later. Oh, I will play now. I will study it later. Then, when that later comes, the scheduled later, when it's time to listen, to read, to catch up, that same thing that made them procrastinate will happen again until they find themselves in the exam hall and they've not read. But there are some people, few people, a small percentage who will still go and read, but they are not as good as those who will listen in class and still read later. That's the best. You learn to catch it first, because in life, some opportunities don't come twice. You are training yourself. So I'm like I said, I'm setting the tone for you. I'm setting the tone for you to know how to receive optimally. You train yourself. There's some now through these sessions, we'll be giving you some things to research. Everybody here can read and write, so that's a given. Now, it's something called mindfulness. Write it down. Mindfulness is something I want you to research about. Let's go and read about it. Who knows what mindfulness is? To just mindfulness. Mindfulness. What I'm teaching you is mindfulness. But I'd like you to study about it. I'll ask you about it maybe some other time, maybe tomorrow. Now, great people are mindful or practice mindfulness. Let me not say mindful. The word is mindfulness. They practice mindfulness. Great people. What is mindfulness? Part of it is learning to be present in the moment, to make the most of the moment, giving your full attention in the moment where you are learning something, where you are listening to something. You give your full attention in that moment. You are not carried away somewhere. You give your 100% attention. Those are the most effective and the richest and the most successful people are people who practice mindfulness. If you are discussing a business deal with them, they are listening at that moment. If it's for 5 minutes, that 5 minutes, their whole being is there. They are not. That's why multitasking is a scam. I'm sure some of you have heard that, learn to multitask is at the lower level of things. Great people don't multitask. I don't know if you are hearing it for the first time. The most successful people do not multitask. If they are in this place, they are here. If they are listening to you at this moment, they are listening to you with their full attention. They are not trying to calculate something in their head while listening to you. They are not in different places. You know, you can be here and you are in 3 places at the same time in your mind. That is a symptom that you need to cure. And you practice it. Also, when you are in church, learn to be there. When the message is going on, learn to listen and catch everything first time. Is a practice in greatness. So, write it down. You're going to be learning practices in greatness. So, one of the practices in greatness is what? Mindfulness. How to practice greatness. So, I'll teach you how to practice greatness. That's just a side topic. So, you write it somewhere by the side. By the way, I'm going to ask for your notes, everybody. So make sure you're writing notes. I would like to see your notes from this session. So, one of the ways to practice greatness is what? Mindfulness. Be present in the moment with your whole being. Learning to be present in the moment with your whole being. not having an earpiece, a white earpiece in your left ear with your face cap on, when you should be listening. Oh, was that my friend don't know. Me, I've been on this matter with him. I know he's listening, by the way. He's not listening to something else. But it's just part of his dressing, part of his fashion. He likes to wear the earpiece, which is not a problem. So, does this look good? Does it look good? What do you think? Does it look good? I think it's okay. Okay. If you say so, I'm just asking for your opinion. May I know why this? I've gone how many minutes into this session? Is there a major reason why this stream is not on? Samuel, what exactly is the reason why it's not up now? Is there a technical issue? What is it? Come on. So, practice greatness. Practice greatness. Oh, excuse me. All right. So, learn to be here. Now, something else I wanted to say. Do you know that the overwhelming majority of people who say, I will listen to it later, I will read it later, they never do. For example, if you are in church and you are not paying attention and you say, I'll watch the stream later. Even check yourself, check your history. How many times did you go and watch the stream? So that's how people cheat themselves. They say, it's being streamed, I'll watch it later. You don't watch it later. And I know why you don't watch it later. If there was a genuine reason why you were not able to participate, maybe you were busy with an assignment you were given, you are more likely to go and watch it later. But if you are just distracted and you say, I watch it later, you won't. Why? Because that same thing that is keeping you from paying attention at that moment will keep you from watching it later until you even forget. So it begins with what? Mindfulness. Learn to pay attention at the first opportunity and catch everything. I'm not the only one speaking at this event. There are other amazing speakers. At every session, not only you are going to watch some videos, you are going to do several things. Pay attention to every moment. Don't be distracted. All right. Now, when I was your age, I didn't have the level of distraction you have now, especially with social media. Social media. I was telling somebody this week that social media is one of the great evils of the generation that have cost people a lot. Social media has cost a lot of people their destinies. Why? Because the ability to give attention. Write something somewhere, just find somewhere to write it. Give attention and pay attention. Because these two things actually technically mean the same thing. When you give attention, or when you pay attention, you're actually giving attention. And when you give attention, you're actually paying attention. Let's look at pay attention. That's why you say sometimes all you have to pay is free. Like this event, it shouldn't be free. You're supposed to pay. But for some reasons, we decided not to ask you to pay. But the only thing you have to pay is attention. What you have to pay is attention. Be in the moment. Be here. Don't find yourself scrolling through your phone. Let's look at the social media. There's WhatsApp. There's Instagram. There is, for young people, you don't really use Twitter. I don't think you guys use, do teenagers use Twitter like that? They do? Really? Okay, Twitter, Facebook. Do you use Facebook like that? Not really. So you use Twitter more than Facebook? That's quite surprising. I know teenagers don't use Facebook like that. I thought so for Twitter. Do you use Twitter? Do you use Twitter? Okay, you don't use Twitter. But do teenagers use Twitter? Interesting. So, Snapchat, right? Which other one? Oh, yes, of course, TikTok. I think TikTok is at the forefront now. After WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is always there for many people. Then TikTok. Which other one? Pardon? I've mentioned Instagram. So you have so many. I had to uninstall some social media apps from my device because it's too much. My time is too precious to divide to. And the interesting thing is that all these people that own these apps, every second you spend on their apps, you are making money for them. You are working for them. If you didn't think of it that way, that is just the fact. Every time you spend on that app, on WhatsApp, you are a staff of Mark Zuckerberg. I don't want to use another word that is worse than staff. Just let me be nice today. So I will just use nice words. You are working for him for nothing. And he's making money from every minute you spend. Who knows this is true? I can explain it right away. Every minute you spend on Twitter, the owner is making money because one of the major ways they make money from you is through adverts. People are paying them to get to you. Do you understand? People are paying them to get to you. So now it's time to be the owner of such things. Let the whole world work for you. Let a whole community work for you. So that's what we're coming here to learn. We're not teaching you to graduate from school and go out looking for a job. We are teaching you to become the employer. I'm not an employer of 5 people. No. Do you understand? So we're teaching you to be big, greatness. I know the way to that door. I give you guys 5 minutes. If that show is not up in 5 minutes, Sherry will escort me. I will majestically walk out of this place and go and have a good time. All right. Praise the Lord. Okay. How many of you are online? You can search. I want you to search for something. And this is a quick exercise. I want you to search for the term self-made teen millionaires. Self-made teen millionaires. And then I'd like to know what you find. The second one should be close by. Self-made teen millionaires. When we say not too young for wealth, and I'm talking about millionaires in dollars, mind you. When we say not too young for wealth, it's not just a catchphrase that we're not just trying to have a slogan. It's for real. Alright? There are teenagers who are millionaires in dollars. And they didn't. I said self-made. It's not really true that they are self-made, but just for the purpose of the search. There are many teenagers who are millionaires in dollars, but they inherited it. Well, they've not yet inherited it because they're not yet been seen also. But that is from their parents' wealth. There are other teenagers who became teenagers not because of their parents. So I want to. Who has found something? Okay, please give her the microphone. Tell me what you found. I just want to provoke your mind. Just say what you found. Maybe a name, how they got about, what do they do, how do they get their wealth? Yes, you can speak. Is your mic on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, 15 years, net worth at least $1 million.
Okay.
Sell enough coffee and cookies so that he could buy his mom a car because he was fed up of taking the bus to school.
No, please, I want you to read it. Read it louder. Put the microphone in your mouth. I want us to hear it.
Okay. Most kids have taken part in the bake sale, and for six-year-old Corey Mills, the goal was simple: sell enough coffee and cookies so that he would buy his mom a car because he was fed up of taking the bus to school. The biscuits were a particularly big hit, and once he tried and tested his recipe to the point of perfection, Corey and his mom secured a commercial kitchen, and the official brand of Mr. Corey's cookies was born.
Okay, you continue. Please keep that page. We'll get back to you. I want you to notice some key elements there. What was his driving motivation?
He was fed up of taking the bus to school.
He was fed up of taking the school bus to school. 6-year-old. Yes. At 6. You need to understand the drive for wealth. It's not because your parents have money or the school. It was 6. What qualification does a 6-year-old have? What educational qualification does a 6-year-old have? He was fed up at 6 of taking the bus to school. I presume that's in the US. You know, they have school bus. Then some parents don't. They will drive their kids and drop them off in school. Probably in the school bus they bully him just on the way to school, just a quick bully, or the way they sit is not all they wait long for the bus. He wanted to, now look at this, he wanted to buy his mom a. How could such a thought enter the mind of a 6-year-old? Practice greatness. Number 2. Allow thoughts of greatness to flow freely through your mind. I'll come back to that number 2. Very important. Allow thoughts of greatness. Some of you, when the thoughts come to your mind that you can do big things, you quickly choke the thought. You quickly frustrate that thought because you look at me. See, are my parents rich? See where I'm coming from. You give yourself excuses This boy was 6 years old. Do you know, the thought probably crossed his mind, why can't you buy your mom a car? He allowed it. He didn't bounce it back. So you allow thoughts of greatness to run freely. There shouldn't be traffic in your mind. Let there be an express way for the thoughts of greatness to run through your mind. Like I was telling some people on Sunday in Prolific Church, it's free. Those thoughts are free. You don't have to pay. Please tell me, how much did he pay for the thoughts to stay in his mind? It was free. I want to buy my mom a car. Did he have to pay to have that thought? I know it's beyond the thoughts. When it can cross his mind and then he keeps thinking about it, I want to buy my mom a car. Then, what did he do? He could make cookies. I don't know why he learned how to make cookies. But that's by the way. He looked at, what can I do now? How could you imagine that a 6-year-old who makes cookies could become a millionaire? In dollars. You know that a millionaire in dollars is almost a billionaire in naira now. Because last time I checked, a few days ago, $1 was 895 naira. So that means $1 million is 895 million naira, almost 900 million. That's almost a billion naira. A 6-year-old. So read up what else is there. Let's see. Is there more? Okay. Who else? Why you are? We'll get back to you. Who else found something? Who else found something in their search? Nobody. Okay, she had found something. Please put the microphone closer to your mouth.
She was already made and first $1 million thanks to her steering.
At what age?
6 years old.
She had made her first $1 million. Thanks to what?
Thanks to the TLC reality show.
Okay.
Abilities on a reality TV station. Isabella, who is now 15, started training Smile Pretty Girl with commented her title as one of the youngest self-made millionaires in the US. She said, when I made my first video, I was just 7 years old. I appeared on the biggest TV show at that time, and I was placed as the star of the show. Isabella recently appeared on an episode, Big Life, Tell the Nations.
Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Any other? Okay, Jeremiah has something for us.
Manny Bradshaw, when she was 10, Manny Bradshaw wanted to decorate her locker. Since there was nothing on the market that interested her, she started to decorate bottle caps. Manny became the founder and president of M3 Deals Designs, premier on Shark Tank, and wrote her own book. Manny Bradshaw wrote her own book. She wrote the name of it was Manny Bradshaw. You can start a business too. Even though M3 became a millionaire dollar business, it appears that it was too much for the Bradshaw family. And they have seen schools up shop.
Okay. She was 10. Like she what did she do? Before she wrote the book, she did something. What was that thing? Decorate something like decoration. Bottle caps. Now she wanted to decorate her drawer or something. There was locker. There was nothing in the markets. That's another thing. You look for a need, or rather, when you see a need, money is hidden in needs. She wanted something. It was not in the market. It triggered a thought in her mind, and she began to create solutions. You create solutions. Money is even in needs. When you create a solution to a need, that's money. Somebody will pay for it. Okay, Cheryl wanted to read one.
Nick is a self-taught programmer that started out his education on the subject with a copy of C for Dummies and how-to videos on the internet. Once he became proficient with programming, Nick launched his first app when he was only 12 years old. And from
Pause. He launched his first app when he was only what? 12 years old. I want to dwell on this just a little. C plus for dummies. That was C for dummies. Because there's a programming language called C. There's C plus. There's C plus plus. There are different programming languages. Now, all these things are available on your phone. That book that you read, you have it in your phone, and even much more. The knowledge, the resource is not the issue. He learned programming from a book and launched his first app when he was 12 years old. What does that mean? I want to analyze it for you. You know that anybody can launch an app. Do you have to go and pray to the government to grant you permission? There are millions and millions of apps on Google. Some of them are whack. Some of them are okay. Some of them are good. But this boy launched his first app. Let's even assume that his first app that he launched at 12 was not a success. He started early, but thankfully it was a success. But even if it was not a success, that's not an issue at all. Why? Because he has steps on the path to greatness already. What attempts have you made? My first is interesting. My first attempt at business, I guess I was maybe 9 or 10. I don't know, 9, 10, 11. I went to a government primary school. So I know most of you are in private school, so you don't know what government schools are like. Now, I went to a government primary school, very big. We had school 1 and school 2. School 1 had a different uniform, school 2 had a different uniform. They would tell you, tomorrow, next week, everybody should come with a broom. The administration should come, or maybe you, I don't know. Then they say everybody should come with a broom. So everybody has to come with a broom. You tell your parents, they'll buy a broom, because the people that sweep the school, they need brooms. Government has not provided money, maybe. So they try to get the students to fund some things. So everybody come with a broom. Do it again. No, I'll just sit down. So everybody comes. If you don't come with your broom, you will collect. They will flog you. So you tell your parents. So everybody comes with broom. Then sometimes it's duster. There are different things. Maybe tissue. Who knows? What's the number? 16. Gone. So this time around, they asked us to bring dusters. You know what dusters are? Do you use chalk, white chalk in your school? Did you, when you were in school, white chalk on a blackboard? Who used white chalk on a blackboard? So when you use white chalk on a blackboard, you need dusters to clean, wipe the chalk, and then so they can write. Interest, and just remember now, and there are times that we'll mix charcoal and water to blacken the forest. Oh, you know, some people will never don't understand. But that's by the way. So this time around, they asked us to bring dusters. And what did I do? I just got the idea. And you know the funny thing about wealth? Those who will be the greatest are those who act on their thoughts and ideas. I write it down. It's not about having good ideas. Do you know how many ideas have crossed your mind and you just shuffle away? One of the greatest secrets of success and wealth is being prompt to act on your ideas, being prompt to act on the thoughts that come to your mind, being prompt to do it. That's one of the greatest secrets. So, they asked us to bring dusters. What did I do? There were old clothes at home. You know, from time to time, you have clothes that people know in the house that have not been discarded. Nobody's wearing them. So I gathered them. My mom always had sewing machines. She used to be a tailor. So there was a sewing machine in our house. So we always had needle. How many of you have needle and thread in your house? Everybody has needle and thread. So I made dusters. First of all, I made for myself. Then I made several. I can make several. So I made several others. And I took them to school the next day and I sold them all out. Is there any rocket science there? There was a need. There was a demand. I was a supply. I didn't ask for anybody's permission. I always knew how to. Who knows how to sew with needle? Everybody should know how to sew with needle and thread. Who doesn't know how to sew with needle and thread? Sharon is the only one that doesn't know how to sew. You don't know. You never done it. But it's very simple. Who knows? Okay, who knows how to sew with needle? Sew anything. Just to join two things together. I didn't say make a dress, so you can join two pieces of clothes together. So everybody can do what I did. Now, I'm just giving you an example. What made me, and I made money, and I was happy. The point is, I'm trying to let you know that you have had opportunities all over. When there is a need, once there is a need, there is money. Once there's a need, and nobody is meeting that need, that's money. Money is hidden inside needs, inside problems. Needs, you can put needs and write in slash problems. When you provide a solution to a need, don't look for money, look for a need that you can solve. You'll be rich. When people are just asking God for money, I want money. Even if you get money, it won't last. Because you are not solving any problems. And you are not too young to solve problems. That is this. Not too young for wealth can be paraphrased to mean not too young to solve problems. Not too young for wealth can be paraphrased to mean not too young to provide solutions. Not too young for wealth can be paraphrased to mean not too young to provide solutions. Because when you solve problems and you provide solutions, you will be rich. So don't look for money. That's the problem of the poor. They are praying to God for money. I want money. Let one thing just happen and I'll just get money. But the ones that will be rich are those who are saying, God, open my eyes to see problems I can solve, needs I can meet. let me just. How many people are getting ideas as I'm speaking? You don't have to share it with me. Okay, you are getting ideas. You're getting ideas. Who else is getting ideas? Let me tell you. At the beginning stage, the important thing is not really how much money you make when you start. It's practicing greatness. Sure, sir. That's why I said the guy that launched his first app at 12, it was successful, thank God, at 12. But even if the app did not.
That wasn't the app that
Made it rich. Okay, can you see? We'll finish the story. See the points. But that singular act was a practice in greatness. So, it is good to start out early. Just to start practicing greatness. Look for a need. Look for a need. Finish the story.
Nick launched his first app when he was only 12 years old, and from there developed a new app every time that school would let out for summer.
Wow. Oh.
Eventually,
No. What was he doing? He was practicing. He was what? Practicing. I used the example of the dancers on Sunday. When you start out, did you know how to dance from day one? You jump out of your mother's womb dancing. You do rigorous drills. And then you become a master. You practice. Continue.
Eventually, he developed an app called Trimit when he was only 15.
3 years of trying. He could have given up. When he developed his first app at 12, he could have given up. He didn't blow. Oh, okay, let's. Do you feel he didn't what? Everybody wants to blow. That's the language they use in Nigeria. They want to blow. At 12, he developed an app. The app did not blow. He did not have 1 million downloads. But every summer, you are in summer now. That's instructive. What solution are you going to create? What business are you going to start? I'm not calling it a business so that it doesn't become a special thing that you are running away from. What needs are you going to meet? What solutions, what problems are you going to solve?
Which will condense many.
You start the sentence so that it flows.
Eventually, he developed an app called Trimit when he was only 15, which would condense lengthy articles into short summaries ranging from 1,000 to 140 characters. A Hong Kong billionaire saw the potential and gave Nick $300,000 in venture capital.
Oh, a Hong Kong billionaire saw the potential and gave Nick $300,000 in venture capital. Who knows what venture capital is? Who knows what venture capital is? Well, bottom line, it did not dash in the money. It was an investment. It was not a charity. He did not donate the money to him. Venture capital is seed money. It's called seed money that an investor gives to you to develop a business, and either that person becomes a shareholder or he gets, based on the agreement, gets returns. The 15-year-old was already in business. That's why it was not a donation, it was not a grant. I'm not saying it's bad to get donations and grants. Sometimes some people will maybe governments will usually just give a grant So we are dashing you the money, go on. But this guy was positioned for investors to locate him. Why didn't the Hong Kong billionaire locate him at 12 or 13?
Maybe because those apps don't have the same potential as this one.
He got better and better and better at developing apps until at 15 he developed one that was good enough to catch the attention of a billionaire. Continue.
A Hong Kong billionaire saw the potential and gave me $300,000 in venture capital to perfect the app. This week, Milwaukee will go on to be called Sunny, an app that Yahoo paid $30 million for. In addition,
Please, why are you rushing this matter? Can you see? Yahoo, you all know Yahoo. Yahoo is a tech company in the US, one of the first major tech companies in the world. They bought that company for $30 million. That's billions and billions. That should be about 20-something billion naira. Who can calculate it? 30 million times 895. Let me check the current rate for. I have the app. You can see the kind of apps I have. Come and see. Somebody should come and verify that I didn't just install it now. And you tell them, is this an app?
Yes, it is.
Tell them the rates that you are seeing here.
900.
What is it?
900 and 905.
So to buy dollar is 900, to sell is 905. I have that app. No, it's Candy Crush you have. When you are ready to make money, the kind of apps you have on your phone will be different. So times 900. How much is that? 27 billion naira. That's how much Yahoo bought Nick's company, 15-year-old. Well, maybe, I don't know how many years old it was when they sold it. Maybe a few more years after. Finish the story so that we can. If there's more than this.
in addition, he was given a position
At Yahoo. So after he retired from business at 27 billion naira and decided Yahoo employed him. Not because he needed, of course, if you have 27 billion naira, you need money for the rest of your life. Maybe he wanted to now have experience. If you follow that, you most likely, after working for Yahoo for some years, he would retire and go and start another company again. He will resign. Because now working at Yahoo will give you broad experience to learn more, to see the corporate world, to see the business world and learn more and work with other programmers that are advanced. And then it doesn't need the money anymore. He's ready to play at a bigger level. Everything Nick did, anybody here would have done it. Is there any other one before? You have one? Okay. Please, check the mic. Check the mic.
Dominic McVeigh was the youngest self-made millionaire at the age of 15 when he started importing microscooters into the UK from the US when he was only 13.
When he was only 13. Now, we are seeing a programmer. Some of you will say, this programming is hard. First of all, I will slap you. I will carry you out. We will first beat you up. I will call people to join to beat you up first. For you to say programming is hard. We'll first do that session. It's called beating up session. first. We'll continue. Now, this other guy, he did simple buying and selling. He imported goods from the US to the UK, scooters. Who knows what scooters are? So that his mates who were asking, Mommy, I want the scooter, Mommy, I want the scooter, could pressure their mummies and daddies to buy scooters for them, imported by him. Can you see the difference? His mates are asking Mommy to buy their scooters. This young man, what is this? Dominic is thinking of importing scooters, so his age mates in the UK could pressure their parents to ask them to buy it for them, so he could become a millionaire at 15. Continue.
We spoke to him about what motivated him to become an entrepreneur and what he said, what he learned along the way. How did he start out? I was bored at school. This is what he's saying.
Right.
I was bored at school and traveled a lot, which gave me a lot of ideas and opportunities.
You said it was what?
He was bored at school
And traveled a lot. Okay.
which gave him a lot of ideas and opportunities. I traveled because my father was a musician at the Royal Shakespeare Company to countries like Japan, Australia, and the US.
Yes, Mom. Is that all?
No. 28 years on, the world is a lot more connected. People are traveling and we can more easily document it. People are starting to see more of the world without having to get on a plane. I was seeing cultures and people applying themselves in different ways. I had a very inquisitive mind from a young age and was always thinking about what I wanted to do. I was fortunate to have that vision.
Okay, I'm sure the story is somewhere there. If you can you send that link? Which group? Which of the groups now? Which of the groups are you in? Any group? Any of the zonal groups? Info. Okay, send the group. You can tag anybody here you know. I want it to be forwarded somewhere. I don't know. Somewhere where we can. I will create a work group for those who are here, where we can drop some things, assignments and other things. It's fine, you can sit down. So, not too young, write it down, not too young to solve problems. Number 2, not too young to meet needs. Not too young, number 3, not too young to create solutions. Jonathan. What's the issue? System is very slow. It's struggling. It's also a system issue. But it's not only one they're using.
I think the one that they use for my church has issues. Someone is using his.
Who's using it?
Someone is using his laptop, like his work laptop. That's not.
So whose laptop is this? Jason. So there's no foreseeable.
I'm trying to get it to Google.
What's the last thing I said? Not too young to what? To create solutions. All right. Have I successfully gingered your minds now? I hope I'm doing something to your minds. Let me tell you, nobody in this world has more rights. Nobody, not a young person in this world has more rights to be rich than you. And all of this is in your mind. All the stories we read now, none of them took permission, or rather, none of them was because of advantage from their parents or their family or where they were from. They saw a need, they saw something. Let me tell you, you saw what the story of Dominic. He traveled a lot with his parents when he was young. His father was a musician and all that. Everybody has a different story. Your background, your experience, your story, even your family backgrounds, whatever is can be a direction for your wealth. The accumulation of all your experiences, all your knowledge, everything you have been through can be an inspiration for your wealth. Are you aware that you can write a book today and put it on Amazon and sell? Who restricted you? Who made a law that you cannot write a book at your age? One of those people who wrote a book. We can help you edit it. It can just be your story. Growing up in Lagos and traffic every day to school, all the things you have observed while you are in traffic, your parents are driving you to school every day, and you are in traffic, you saw a woman selling roasted corn every day. You saw their looking running after your car with yam. Do you know it will be they will really that story all over the world and be shocked. They want to hear more. I'm just giving you a little. I'm just trying to shake down your imagination. Do you know you have a story that the world wants to hear? It can be a book, you can create a channel and you just talk about your own experiences from your own perspective that nobody else in this world has. I'm just getting ahead of myself a little because I'll show you some things. Are you aware that you are worth listening to, even without adding anything to yourself now, where you are? If you learn how to convert your life experiences, your life, the relation of who you are, into content that you can sell, somebody is willing to listen. I've not seen people that are just watching videos every day or somebody just twerking. What's the interest in there? And somebody's making money from watching them twerking, which is a debased thing to even see. Something dirty. If you can articulate, how many of you have ever thought of writing a book? How many of you have started to write a book? Okay, I want the microphones now. Yes, Anita, when did you start writing a book? I see. 2020. How far have you gone? Percentage?
I find it really hard to actually complete the book.
To complete?
Yeah, to complete the book. So I've written like 10 stories, 10 different stories.
Oh, so beautiful. So that's so special to us to get down. These are fiction. Is it fiction?
Yeah, fiction. Yeah, complete fiction. A few of them are based on life experiences.
But fictionalized.
Yes.
But can you see? Who told you that? Excuse me. Who told you that that book cannot sell 1 million copies or 10 million copies if you release it? Do you know that nobody in this world has that book? It's impossible, practically. Nobody in this world can think through the way you can think to write that kind of book. I would like to work with you to finish that book and publish it. Do you understand? We must publish that book. Do you have a title?
Yes, sir. All of them have titles.
Okay. Do you want to release them individually or release a book of stories?
Individually.
Individually. At least you have 10 books.
Yes.
Full stories or short stories?
Yes, sir. But
Short stories.
no full stories. Chapter.
You are writing 10 books, you've not published any.
I have no.
Okay. We need to talk. We'll work with you. That's part of why we are here. Because you are worth hearing. Imagine you, with all the man of God has invested in you, people who don't even know Christ are writing stories that people are listening to. Imagine the perspective you will bring. Next person who raise their hand. You.
I started writing poems.
Yes, go ahead.
I started writing poems. So I started writing poems when I was 15. Then I get inspired by my teacher and the Holy Spirit. So, but now I don't write books anymore. Sometimes I just write. And I do creative writing, like copywriting. I do content creating and all that stuff.
Okay, but you've written some poems.
Yes,
Okay. Well, we need to. I think I will create a work group for those of you who are writers, so we can come up with something. Like I said, you have to start. You have to start. It's not just about I want to be no. It's to begin to make yourself marketable. Learn to convert your talent into a product that somebody will pay for. Some of you, like already, with what two of you have said, you already are ready. You are ready, but you've not. But let me just hear this one. You are lazy, two of you, because we need to first beat you up. I need volunteers to join me now to first beat you up. You have 10 books. Did you say you've not finished any? Or I didn't quite get that part. You've not written,
I've not finished them.
but you have 10. Have you gone 50% for any?
I tried to complete one.
Let's see how let's see.
I tried to complete one, but I lost it.
Lost the book on paper. Is it paper?
No, I lost it to draft on the laptop.
The file was lost,
Yeah.
or the laptop crashed.
I deleted
You deleted it mistakenly, intentionally,
it. Yeah.
because you didn't like where it was. You were frustrated, or what happened?
I just thought it was not good enough.
Oh no! And you deleted the whole thing. Did somebody else read it and give you a feedback?
Yes.
Who did?
My friend.
They said it wasn't good enough.
But they said it was good, but I just thought it was not good enough.
Initially, I was asking for people to beat her. But I need like 5 to join me now. Volunteers, please. We need to beat her.
But like, I'm basically writing one now with like the house.
Okay, I'll work with you. Alright? The world needs what you have. That's one of the things you need to know. Because now, let me tell you, there are 2 things we are trying to do for you. Alright? To first show you what you already have that the world needs, and then to help you develop skills. To help you, to teach you, to develop, because there are 2 things. Where you already are, is marketable, but it's beyond that. You need to add to yourself. The Bible says, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge. You add. Every week, what have you added? That's why one of the things great men read, you must read a lot. Don't let the art of reading be lost to the last generation because of maybe most people have their phones. You must read. You must read. So, practicing greatness. How many have I given you in practicing greatness? I would like to hear the voice. Pass the mic to those who came earlier, because those who came later, because so let's look at the points in practicing greatness. Give Sherry.
Okay, so far, that is what I have is
2 points.
That's one of my opinions, and the second one is allow us of greatness to do what we do.
Is there another one? Or is it just those two? Okay, number 3. Be a reader. Be an avid reader. A reader, an avid reader. You must read a lot. Not just you must read a lot. First of all, if you can't read your TIFO every day, ordinary, when I say ordinary, I mean volume, not of the quantity. Just a small article. You must read. I was telling some people the other day, as a teenager, I read hundreds and hundreds. I don't like to exaggerate. I don't want to say thousands because I don't want to exaggerate. But I read hundreds and hundreds of books as a teenager. Anywhere on this planet that I am now, if I engage in a discussion with anybody, they will respect me. It doesn't matter what the topic is. It doesn't mean I know everything about it, but I know a lot. I'm knowledgeable. I have engaged in conversations all over the world. So I'm not just giving you hypotheses. I have interacted with people from every continent. And I can engage, I can have an intelligent discussion, I can argue, I can discuss, I can deliberate confidently, and I will be respected. They will listen to me. I have read a lot, and I still read. As a teenager, I read a whole lot. What are you doing every day? You know that when you read a book, it opens your world into new opportunities that you won't support any other way. It may not necessarily be a book like in a book form. It could be articles, it could be different things. If you are a teenager and you've not read the whole Bible, you are joking. I don't know where you can get a business idea from the Bible. You must read. You cannot say you want to be very rich or wealthy, and your life routine is like other teenagers, like people are always playing about. Because they are not going to be rich, we already know. Because rich people are not many in this world, by the way. The percentage of people who are wealthy is just 1% of the world, if not less than. I'm just trying to be nice. So, your classmates will not be rich already. Just a select few among, if any. I'm trying to be real with you. They might just be average. Almost everybody in your class will not be rich. Because only a small percentage of people will be rich. They might just have an average middle class life. If at all they get there. I was preaching in Teen's church on stage. Because it makes me remember it because I was on stage. FC3 Teen's church at the Lower Archive. That's where we were using that. And my classmates in the university was calling me. He was very intelligent. I was very intelligent, and I'm very intelligent. I graduated at the top of my class, like in the top sets. So when we are talking, we know what we're saying. So he was my roommate, rather, in my hostel. We shared the same hostel. So he was very intelligent. I don't want to say his name, So he was calling me. I was preaching on Sunday morning. He was calling me and calling me and calling me. I didn't pick because I was on. So later I called him. He was telling me, I need a job. Help me. I'm suffering. I should look for a job for me. It's painful. What happened? What happened to you? Not that I asked him, but what happened to you? Because this was several years after we graduated. I wasn't really in touch with him for several years. But at least he still had my contacts. Once in a while, he told me he didn't have a job. In fact, he didn't even have. I had to send him money to eat first. He didn't have food. This was an intelligent graduate. Why? He didn't attend the kind of meeting when he was a teenager. So you will first not be like that automatically because you are hearing things that you never heard. So people will not be rich, generally speaking. So the people you are trying to pattern your life after, I'm young, they should allow me to be a young person. You are jumping around everywhere. Because those people you are modeling after, they will be poor. So you cannot live like a normal person and say you want to be wealthy. You can't be all over the place. The life of the party. Those who brag and say, I'm the life of the party. You have to live a different kind of life. It's called the life of greatness. And a great person is not somebody who has manifested yet. You can be great in your attitude as a young person, as a teenager. That's why I said practice greatness. You don't have to wait till greatness is in you. You practice it and it will show forth. It's already in you. Just for you to practice it. So, I think you have to read a lot. You can say, teenagers don't read. We're always on Instagram, on TikTok. Yes, I agree. Teenagers, they will be poor. We already know it's not news. Do you understand? It's not like it's a new thing. We know they will be poor, right? Or they will not be rich. So, but you have to stand out. Will they call you together here to come and teach you how to be a normal teenager or to be a regular teenager? Those regular teenagers are not here. They're probably they're on TikTok right now somewhere while they wait time. So your life cannot be like a regular person. Now, let me just jump right into something I wanted to say. If you don't speak in tongues a lot, you will not have money. Write it down. Practice greatness. Speak in tongues a lot. Pastor said this. Pastor was saying in one minute, he said the reason why you don't have money is because you don't speak in tongues a lot. As a young person, you must speak in tongues for hours. Practice speaking in tongues. Say, I want to speak in tongues if you have not done it, I want to speak in tongues for 1 hour today. Then another time, 2 hours, 3 hours. Speak in tongues. It's part of practicing greatness. I don't know how many hours I spoke in tongues when I was a teenager. Regularly. So when we call, say, let's speak it. So if you have friends, you can just tell your friends, Obina and Jerry want to speak in tongues for 3 hours this night. Not, have you checked that video, that guy. Challenge yourself in things. I don't have to put that in there. It's very important. Plan to speak in tongues a lot. Plan it. It won't fall on you. That will even give you the advantage over the other teenager who is trying to put some of these things you are teaching you to work, but he doesn't have the Holy Ghost, doesn't have speaking in tongues. So it will put you over everybody else. So every time you are speaking in tongues, you stay there, you are practicing greatness. Even now that I'm very busy, I speak in tongues a lot. For the past several days, I've been speaking in tongues from 10 a.m. to 1 a.m. every night. Stretch. Because I know what it does. So sometimes I invite some of you to join me. Those of you in Prolific Church, I hope you are smart. But you have to speak in tongues a lot. I said, the man of God, Pastor Chris said, in one meeting, he said, the reason why some of you don't have money is because you don't speak in tongues a lot. If you want to have money in a way that is not normal, speak in tongues a lot. Speak in tongues, speak in tongues, speak in tongues, speak in tongues. Now, I want to teach you something that I think we cannot hide from you. All right? Consider learning programming if you want to be rich. It doesn't mean that becomes your life career. It doesn't have to change your career plans. Who is getting me? It doesn't have to change your career plans. I didn't say, well, even though I'm saying it, I didn't say become a programmer as your career. I'm not saying become a programmer as your career. Consider learning programming. In this generation where we are, in this age, you will put yourself at a great disadvantage if you're not a programmer. And the best time to learn it is when you're young. Let me tell you, if you are a programmer, your likelihood of attaining wealth in a young age triples. I didn't write it, but you will write it now. What I just said. You will write it so you will remember it. Write it. You have to. Some of you have started. You have to decide. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to a computer school. Even if you can get your parents to help you do that will be faster. Go and learn. Go and learn it. Pastor Chris was talking to us in a meeting, a type of meeting, and he told all of us to go and learn programming. He didn't segment us. He said, everybody go and learn programming. Because it will help you. It will limit it will even limit the possibilities in your mind if you don't learn it. You will have to depend on the one who has learned it. And even when you are able to pay that person, you will still be limited because there are thoughts that only you can express. There are ideas that only you can express. Somebody else cannot express it for you. And start immediately. Start from today. Do you know you can program with your phone? Oh, you know. Who knows? If you know, stand up. I just want to be sure that I'm seeing the hands. So the reason I'm saying this is that somebody say, oh, I don't have a laptop. Excuses. Now, in practicing greatness, I want to use a very strong words. A very strong words. You know what you want to? It's about excuses. In practicing greatness, distance yourself from excuses. That's a very soft word of it. Soft expression of it. I want to do something very, very strong. Don't embrace excuses. Let excuses annoy you. I'm not referring to excuses from your excuses that come to your mind should annoy you. I'm not saying let excuses from people annoy you. I'm not sending you on an annoyance spree. No, for yourself. Get angry at excuses. Don't accept excuses. For example, that's what I said now. When I said learn programming, some of you may think, oh, I don't have a laptop. That's not the first way to approach possibility and opportunity. That's why I said, open your mind. Number two. What number two?
Allow thoughts of greatness.
Is that freely? Yeah. Freely. When I said learn programming, you should allow it to flow freely through your mind first. After it has flowed through your mind, you can now say, okay, how do I do it? Don't allow the excuses to be the first response. Then it's not flowing freely, then it bounces back and it goes away. Allow those thoughts to flow freely first. The how, we will discuss it. But accept it first. From today, decide you will learn programming. I didn't say change your career or change your course you want to study or change your life plans. Because programming will benefit you whether you are a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you are. So I like what I'm saying. A lot of you know that you can learn programming with your phone. Not only can you learn, now mind you, in case you wouldn't get me, I didn't say you can learn programming with your phone. I said you can program with your phone. Is that what you understood by what I said? And I've done it. There are apps. Instead of downloading, I keep Candy Crush. Candy Crush. What are other games that people play? I play Candy Crush, so I know it. Temple Run. That one, I think I think it's demonic. No, seriously. Don't play it. Temple Run, it's based on an idolatry and the pictures are demonic and do you understand what I'm saying? If you keep playing Temple Run, it will do something to you. The pictures are demonic and idol pictures, temples, what's the adjective of idol? Idolatry is the noun. Idol is noun. What's the adjective? Idolatry. Is that anything like idolatrous? Is there? Are you sure? Please confirm. I want to use the adjective of idol or idolatry. Is that idolatrous?
Yes.
There is. Yes. Okay. So Temple Run is an idolatrous and demonic game in terms of the picture. The picture is what I'm referring to, what the thing says. So don't play that. So, downloading these games, why don't you download apps on how to learn Java, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Generally, you begin with HTML and CSS in programming. That's the best way to begin from. Then you have other languages. So many languages. There is Python. There are so many languages. But you start. When you are, I don't really love maths from day one. Mathematics. From day one, you just fell in love with maths. You can all sit down now. Okay, how many of you did not fall in love with maths from day one? So not from day one. See? But you have, because it was important, you had to conform to it. It was not your school did not give it to you as an option. And your parents did not, your teachers did not give it to you as an option. The same way, if even when you step into this thing of learning programming, you find out that it seems like it is not flowing for you, it doesn't mean you step back. You tell yourself, this is important, I can do it and I will do it. So start from today. And I think you should create a group. Call it a work group. Create a group. Look for a way to spread the links. Let everybody join. So that we can practicalize some things. The group will be a project group too, because there are some things you will have to do. Some projects you will have to embark on from this Not Too Young for Wealth we're having. I would like you to share apps. I've used several apps. There are apps that will teach you HTML. You will code in the app. You've seen some of those. You have some that you can share. So I want everybody here must learn programming. That's only one of the things. It's like a foundation. You must be a fighter. Writing number what now? Practicing greatness. You must be a fighter. Fight for what is important. Fight to learn what you must learn. And it goes with number 3 about what excuses is number what now? Oh, am I going to use so many? Well, you must be a fighter. For example, now, that's one of the ways to test yourself whether you are practicing greatness. This programming thing I say you should learn. Will you give up on it by tomorrow morning or by next week? You must be resilient in your determination. I will learn it. You can download. There are so many apps, free apps. Some of them are even like games. You learn, you read and then you begin to play it like games. And then it's fun. You are learning, they'll give you a test, then you move to stage 2, the next topic, like that. So instead of spending so much time doing so many things that are not profitable on your phone, you can use it to be learning a skill, very important skill. And before you know, you have learned HTML, you have learned something, and then you are going on to something else. So I'd like for me to share for those apps in that group. We'll pray for them till 12:15. Just need to speak in tongues. Can I have the prayer post? Oh, I'll look for it.